trying to stretch to the edge. What a hurl by Jackson! Highlight reel touchdown! The Steelers going to be lower than the throw. Louisville, national champion.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Third Banner Pod. I'm going to be your host tonight, Ty. I'm joined by Kyle and Connor in his new lavish digs.
Yeah.
Check out Connor's new furniture.
Yeah, Connor. I love the piano touch, man. It looks really good.
Yeah, we took that up like 4 flights of stairs.
Yeah, for sure. No, it looks great, man. Loving the new digs. Hey, listen, tonight we're going to talk about some college football 25. Okay, I don't know how long we'll go. We got a little news. We'll talk about it, discuss it. We're going to talk about the Sights and Sounds deep dive that they put out. We're going to watch that, break it down. We'll talk about Ashton Gelati's Ultimate Team card. Pretty cool. First real, actual Louisville content that we've kind of seen so far. Like, there just hasn't been a whole lot. So seeing Ashton get a card on day one, kind of cool. And we'll talk about the team rankings.
The game really loves Purdue, and they really love Colorado. I guess it's because of the colors, the black and gold. They just like that. They do like UCF, too. It must be a thing.
They love them some Colorado.
I'll tell you what they don't love is red and black.
No, they do not.
But they love NC State.
NC State was getting some.
They have had some NC State stuff. Okay, they don't love our red and black.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they don't. So,
I don't get the whole card art for Ultimate Team. Like, if you're gonna have the likenesses of the players, why do you have AI generated pictures for their card art in Ultimate Team?
Well, that's, in my opinion, and we'll get into this more, but in my opinion, you remember how the old games, the image for the players was kind of that's just kind of what I'm thinking it's going to be like even in Madden when they create players for draft classes, they kind of have that. But
Mike's on it already. 22 subs away from 1,000.
Yes.
Please subscribe. Please like if you're listening in tonight and you like what you hear.
Yes, we are on the road to 1,000 subs. We are so close. We are so close. So
maybe
like Kyle said, like Mike said, Mike's always there for us, pumping it up the channel. If you like what you see, you want to see more college football 25 content, obviously we got the Louisville content unlocked too.
Good to see you in here, Ezra, Trent, Eric.
So I'll answer Mike's other comment about me looking comfortable. Yeah.
As you can see by the new digs.
Yeah. So we're chilling. Moving.
Big chilling.
So really, because you're going to be able to see Connor when he moves, going to cut in and out, but that's obviously a green screen. Connor's moving, so he doesn't have a whole lot in his place right
Kyle, you didn't have to give it away, dude.
Oh, Connor, I've already seen him fade in and out twice where it's either that he's in a real place and his body's morphing in and out of reality or that it's a green screen. So, but it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks better than, seeing nothing in here.
Because there's absolutely nothing in there because he's moving.
On my floor right now, I have my internet router and modem, and then my air mattress that I'm sleeping on tonight. That's it.
It's a temporary setup. A temporary setup is all, but no, it looks good, Connor. Hey, so let's check up on chat before we dive in too far. Eric says, "Can't wait to see the stadium in game." I agree, man. It's gonna look so good.
I was hoping we get a shot in that first preview where I showed all those schools, and the only thing we got, and I'm pretty sure it's us. I did share a tweet about it. Was and only because Connor actually pointed it out, and I had to rewatch twice, and I still didn't see it. And then finally at the very end, they show Florida State running onto their field, and you can see our coaches on the sideline. That's all we got, and it's like a 1 second clip. It's not great.
Wasn't much.
I just happened to notice that it was FSU in a different color of red, and it was either us or NC State.
Yeah, so it may or may not be us.
No,
Hopefully,
it's definitely us because
It's us.
there is a
Oh, is it?
screenshot of the scoreboard, and it has the Cardinal on it.
Okay, cool.
It's us. Yeah.
So hopefully, and look, so next week's show, this one tonight, we're going to talk a little bit. Next week's show is going to be crazy.
Dynasty Deep Dive Tuesday morning.
We got the Dynasty Deep Dive that we'll cover on Friday night next week. And then also we have the PS5 online Dynasty draft. So everybody that's in our Dynasty League for PS5, we're going to do a random draft live on stream where you'll randomly get assigned to a team to rebuild. So
and it's going to only be G5 schools. It's
Yes.
going to be not the ones that you're used to that are highly ranked, like Boise State. They're not going to be included.
Yeah, we'll take like Boise, Memphis, Tulane out, but everybody else is going to be up for grabs, man. It's going to be fun. If you're interested in getting to that, reach out to us. We might be able to add a few more spots. I don't know how many. I don't know if EA's covered how many you can do.
30.
30. We're at about like 25 or so right now, I think. So
in the PS5 group,
it's about 20, 25 somewhere in there right now.
I'm checking right now.
So.
Okay. Well, if we have spots and you want to,
if you're kind of into that, and you're sub to the channel, you like what you see, you want to get involved in it, reach out to us. We might be able to get you in. Okay.
We are going to do live streams. Ty, I don't know how we're going to do that. I know you've talked a little bit about it, but I guess there is a way to live stream. So
yes,
that'll be fun to live stream during the game.
So right now we got 16 in the PS5 and 10 and
that's what I thought. That sounds
10 in the Xbox.
So we got quite a few slots.
We got some slots. So if you got a PS5 and you're interested in getting involved with our online dynasty, reach out to us. Eric says, if we are ranked in the top 25, in reality, we should be definitely in the top 25 in the game. Yeah, I agree. Now, listen, Eric, when we're going to break this down later, I couldn't agree more. Like, they got some weird, like, Virginia Tech is the one that I noticed. I don't know what Virginia Tech did this offseason, but apparently they're going to be goated to EA. I don't know, because they have, like, top 25 everything.
No Tennessee.
Yeah, no Tennessee is.
Wait, Tennessee wasn't in the top 25?
Tennessee's not in the top 25.
Neither offense or defense.
I have to assume, well, not even ranked. They're not ranked in the top 25. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's.
And so I'm like, I don't know if they just forgot about them. Like, you almost think they just totally forgot. Like, oh, crap. Like, you feel like they're sitting back, like tonight, or not tonight, but whenever all that came out and people started bringing up Tennessee, and they were all like, oh, crap, we totally forgot about Tennessee. Totally forgot.
Like, they're not even in the top 10 of offenses, and Tennessee might have like a top 5 offense in the country.
Ezra, last night's show was crazy, man. Pat was on a roll. Pat was on something last night.
It's good to see Ezra back in here. Ezra, you're one of our best, man. So we appreciate you tuning in tonight. Little Go Card says, boys got a long day of chores around the house tomorrow. Plan on listening then. Looking forward to it. I hope you enjoy what you're hearing, man. We're excited to talk about college football 25, man. It's right around the corner. How many days, Connor?
Let's see, on the 16th. So
I thought you said earlier it was like 18, 19.
Yeah, 18, 19.
We're right there.
So you can download it on the 15th, and then you can play it on the 16th.
Oh, I didn't realize you could download it on the 15th. That's my whole thing was like,
you're gonna be able to download it before that.
You can download it at 4:00 on the 15th, I think.
That's awesome because like my whole thing was, oh man, I'm gonna be ready to play and it's gonna take all day to download. So that's nice.
Nah.
That is nice.
It won't be too bad.
Unless your internet sucks, and then you're gonna have issues.
Yeah, if your internet's not good, you could have issues, but you can definitely preload it.
I think I like our internet here. I think it's really good. So
I know for Xbox, I think for Xbox, usually when I pre-order games, I get to download like a few days prior. But all right, let's dive in to some of the stuff we're going to talk about. You guys want to start with Ashton Gelati?
Let's start with Ashton Gelati, slamming bodies.
All right, let's start with Ashton Gelati. Let me get this pulled up.
There's Pat, speaking of the devil.
Yes, I did. I moved into a mansion.
So this tweet is it's so EA Sports College Football 25. They put out a tweet with all of the, I think it's the Heisman.
Yeah, it's the Heisman
pack.
Thing.
So now this tweet I just pulled up from Matt McCavick because he had it for just Ashton. But for those who pre-ordered the deluxe edition of the game, you will have a Heisman Hopeful pack, and it will have a choice of like 5 players, and Ashton is one of the 5.
So obviously we're all picking Ashton, right?
Well, everybody here's picking Ashton.
Every Louisville fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to play Ultimate Team anyway, so Ashton's going to be the pick. So
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go to Ultimate Team. I'm going to open that pack and be like, all right, where's Dynasty?
Because honestly, like if I was going deep in depth into Ultimate Team, I love Ashton, but Zakaria Branch from USC would be the pick. But since I'm not playing Ultimate Team, 100% going Ashton.
Yeah, I'm doing what Ty's doing. I'm going in there picking them, and I'm getting right back out. Before we get in, first thing you guys are gonna do when you get the game, like very first thing, Ty, what are you doing?
The first thing I'm doing, and this is with any sports game, is I go straight to the soundtrack and I mute all the music because I don't want to hear it over and over again. That's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I'll probably look at the rosters. You know, I want to see how they have guys rated, things like that. Now, the first actual game mode I'm playing, I'm going straight into Dynasty. I don't care. I'm not going to do no play now. I'm not going to mess around.
Wow.
I'm not going to go play online.
See, it's spoken like a guy that knows how to play video games because I don't. I'll tell you, I'm going to play now, and I'm playing UK. And I'm playing them.
You're going to run up the score?
I'm playing them on L&N. That way I can just get used to the configurations. And if I lose my very first game to UK, I don't know, guys. I don't know if
you better hope you don't put it on Heisman because you're going to get your ass kicked.
No, I'm not putting it on Heisman. I'm putting it on, is it All Pro? Is that the second, whatever it is? I don't remember. I haven't played, like I said, I quit playing video games so long ago. This is like my first video game other than I think I got Red Dead Redemption 2 a while back, which is completely different than this. But I've not played hardly anything in a long time.
So with being a college game, the difficulties probably going to be something like freshman, varsity, All-American, Heisman.
All-American, that's what it was.
You know what I mean?
Put it on All-American.
It's crazy because on 14, like Heisman was not hard at all.
No.
Something telling me it's going to be really hard on this game.
Like I played on Heisman and dropped like 50 a game. Like it was ridiculous.
So, well, anyways, this is the latest, the only real Louisville content that I've seen while looking at all the stuff that they're releasing. So like I said, day one on launch. If you pre-ordered the deluxe edition, you'll have your choice of 5 Heisman hopeful players, and Ashton Gelati is in there. So you'll have a nice 83 overall Ashton Gelati to get you started in Ultimate Team. Pretty cool.
Even though I'm never going to play a game in Ultimate Team,
yeah, I don't think I will either.
Probably not.
I mean, look, I might when I get bored. Usually in the summer when I'm like waiting on the next game. That's usually kind of when I get into it, but. We'll see.
But at that point, you're playing guys that have 99 overall teams and getting your ass kicked.
Right. That's the problem with it. All right, let's move on. So do we want to go toughest places to play first or no?
Sure. Since you said it.
Let's go.
Kyle Fields being number 1 is a joke.
Yeah, I did see that.
It must be the first name.
And I we kind of
I see what you did there.
God, it took a long time.
It took a minute, but I figured it out.
I mean, it's been a long week. I understand.
It's been a long week.
Is there a way to enlarge that?
Yeah, and I might be able to have the actual top 25. Give me a second here.
Just click the link.
Here, let's just do this. Can we read that?
No,
that looks like Braille.
Okay. Is that better?
Keep going.
That looks like better Braille.
All right.
It's going to have to be like.
We are at 200% here, boys.
There's I understand, but that's not what it looks like on this.
You might need to put it on
I can see
400%.
it now, but it's still a bit of a.
All right. Well, anyways, here is the top 10 places to play. You got Kyle Field, like we were talking about, first overall. You got Bryant-Denny Stadium 2, LSU 3. I thought,
I think they're trolling.
is it just me, or is it FSU should not be anywhere near the top 10?
I agree. And no
I
offense,
don't
any
think
Florida
A&M
State
should
fans.
be either.
Any Florida State fans that come in, I mean, we're subjectively looking at it, okay? And I mean, Florida State can be an electrifying environment, just like Louisville can be an electrifying environment. But I
Right.
wouldn't have us in the top 25, so I'm not biased here. That being said, FSU to me is closer to 15.
Yeah, when I say that I wouldn't have FSU in the top 10, it's not like I'm advocating for Louisville there, because I'm not. I'm just
Right.
saying I don't think for a second that's the 9th toughest place to play in college football.
I also don't think that Alabama is the second toughest place
No.
to play in college.
So who should be number 1? Is it
LSU.
Okay,
LSU.
I
I
was
mean, there's
thinking
no doubt in my
LSU.
mind when those fans are hyped, which it's a consistency thing too. So even in their lesser games, there's a standard that they hold that other places don't get to on a regular basis, but then they elevate it. Like when they play Alabama and Georgia at Death Valley, it's like it's a level that nobody else gets to. In my
Neyland should be in the top 10.
yes, yeah.
I
agree
went
with
to
Auburn.
Neyland against Missouri, and Missouri, the year Missouri was god awful. Tennessee dropped like 60 on them, and
Go ahead. Sorry.
and there was like 105,000 people there. Like
Neyland's nuts.
Am I crazy to think that Penn State Beaver Stadium should have been 2?
No. That's who I have as number 2. I mean, I didn't go through and do all my rankings.
Like a Penn State whiteout is the game, other than like a night game in Death Valley. That is the game you want to go to as a college football fan.
I also think Auburn at 14. Auburn needs to be in the top 10. They have a rowdy crowd.
Like
Okay,
Arkansas? Yeah, Arkansas should not be in there.
No. Neither should Boise State. Sorry, Connor.
I mean,
listen, nobody's having any trouble going into Arkansas and winning games recently. I don't know if anyone's seen Arkansas football last few years. No one's having trouble going into Donald Reynolds Razorback Stadium and getting a W.
No one's having trouble going into Mississippi State either.
Yeah, and look, any Arkansas fans that come in here, it can be an electric atmosphere. The thing is consistency to me with some of these.
Yep.
Like that's why I don't have our own school that we support in the top 25. Like if we were like we always were during that Notre Dame game, we would be top 15. We'd be top 15, but we're not. That's like our peak. So we're not even top 25. And I just think like I don't see, and maybe I'm missing them when I read, I don't see Kansas State in here. And see, I think one of these teams like Boise State, for example, or Arkansas, I think you got to swap Kansas State somewhere in there. I think they've got a really soft Nebraska, even though they've struggled.
Nebraska still sells out every game.
Nebraska is there's no way they can't be in the top 25. I don't see them on here. And again, if I'm missing them, somebody let me know. But
yeah,
I just think
like Texas, when they're good, is nowhere near 20.
Michigan State's another one.
So, okay, is Mississippi State in there because of the cowbells?
Yeah,
just annoying as hell.
I guarantee that's the only reason they're in there is cowbells.
Well,
I don't know, man.
I don't know if I mind them like at 25, but they're not much higher than that. If they should be in there, they're
Notre Dame honestly isn't a hard place to play either. Like,
so look. This is strictly this list right here is what they put out. This is the top 25 places, the toughest places to play. I think this just kind of got a lot of people up in arms. I'm not like super upset about it. I think the things I get more upset about is when we start talking about the team rankings, because
that affects gameplay.
It affects gameplay, and I'll explain my point later when we get to it. But this is just the top 25 toughest places to play.
And then hot take, Utah should be closer to 10 than they are 20.
I could get down with that.
Utah
playing at altitude in Utah when that place is going nuts, they should be.
I like where they're ranked. But I mean, it's not. I mean, they could go up a little bit, I guess. But I just look at some of these. I think Michigan State being in there. I'm
Michigan State
surprised.
hasn't been good in years.
Boise State. Is it because their turf's blue? I mean,
No, like so obviously when I was there, like it was during COVID, so you couldn't get fans there because you can only have a certain amount of people there. But when they're good and that place is and like they were playing BYU and they do the stripe out the blue, where they do blue white stripes all the way down, like the place is crazy. Or if they do a blue out or an orange out, like
Anthony says South Carolina at 15 question mark. I don't know if 15 might be a little high. I actually think South Carolina brings it pretty good.
So South Carolina, Anthony, I'm gonna tell you right now, they are a top 25 tough place to play.
they get jacked. That place goes nuts.
Yeah.
I went to Hilton Head. I went to Hilton Head last summer, and we actually drove by. Now, keep in mind it's the summer; there was nobody there, but I've seen that place. Is it Williams Bryce Stadium?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? I've seen that place like live, like in person. It is huge. They are like one of the first few that did the LED lights and stuff at night games. So like that place gets rowdy.
You play Sandstorm, that place goes nuts.
That's what I was going to bring up. Didn't Marcus Lattimore? Didn't he play for them?
Yeah.
So there was a year he played for them. It was a night game, and the song came on. I forget how it goes. It's like I say, hey, oh, baby, we're gonna rock this club. We're gonna go all night, whatever they say, and that whole crowd was in unison.
Nobody clipped that.
Yeah, nobody clipped that. I can't sing. I never.
That was great singing. I think that used to happen every week.
But they play that song. Oh, the beginning's like do 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 do, and the crowd's just like hyped, like we get for Joker and the Thief. But it was like on a level even higher than that, and they were all just in unison singing that, and they were doing the glow stick thing. I was hyped, and I have no attachment to South Carolina.
Hey, listen, South Carolina. I don't know. Listen, you can be picky on what spot they're in the top 25, but they're definitely in there. Now, I'm not saying South Carolina is a top 25 team by any means, but in terms of tough places to play, yes, it is.
Yeah,
for sure.
I like them. I like them up there.
Yep. So let's move on to the offenses. So this is the top 10 offenses, and we'll kind of go down and show the rest of the 25. But I don't have much complaints with the top 5. Now, here's where I'm starting to see a trend. Look at team number 8, Colorado.
I can't see. We can't see team number 8 on this screen.
What do you mean?
Stopped at 7.
Well, look at the graphic.
Yeah, look at the top part.
Oh, top part.
Yeah,
sorry, I'm looking at the bottom. Colorado. That's crazy. What is the deal with Colorado? The Deion Sanders effect?
Yes.
Come on, man.
That's all it is. I think they're just being hype beasts with.
No, I just
Deion.
And I think, like we kind of alluded to it earlier, they're engagement farming these tweets so they can get more and more people.
That is what it is. And we're sitting here talking about it, so we're just guilty. So
we're doing exactly what they want.
We're giving them what they want. Now, here's my thing. Here's my problem. Because when we talked to Matt Brown, he said that you're not going to have the ability to edit the rosters. So because you can't edit the rosters, this is why I think a lot of people are upset with some of these rankings. Because to me, this should mean you should take it a little more seriously because this affects gameplay. Like if you go and play online with Colorado, who I don't think for a second is the 8th best offense in the country, but you hype up their roster so much, like it's going to affect the gameplay. That's my problem. That's my problem.
Like I'm not even trolling here. Like Shadur might end up being a 95. But his offensive line will be like 75. Like, I'm not even trolling.
According to this, they're probably not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. And Clemson, top 10 offense?
No.
Cade Klubnik can't move the damn ball. Like,
I don't know.
They haven't been a top 10 offense since Trevor Lawrence left.
And look, I don't keep up with Clemson's
years ago
roster like that, but They didn't really bring in anybody with the transfer portal. No, they didn't
They don't
bring
bring in
anybody.
anybody in the
They didn't bring
portal. What
in
do you
Soul.
mean?
So, like, you're taking basically the same team as last year. You're adding maybe a 5-star, freshman or two in there. Maybe some guys from last year that didn't play a lot. How are they supposed to be a top 10 offense?
Did you watch their offense when they played UK in the bowl game?
Oh, I know it was not good. It was nowhere near a top 10.
I just that was another one that Miami
Miami at
Cam
7.
Ward. Miami's got Cam Ward. I can see it. Although every year Miami gets these guys in here and they don't do a whole lot with them.
I don't have any faith in Cristobal. Like
That's the issue. Cristobal has not been known to be a good play caller. He's been known
Well-
as a guy who didn't get the most out of his quarterbacks. I do think Cam Ward being an established quarterback already helps. He doesn't have to develop him. He just can't screw it up.
Did you guys see the bug with Miami's playbook?
No.
they don't have the kneel
It
down.
doesn't. They don't have a kneel playing the playbook.
Oh, Ty.
Bam.
Oh.
Got him.
You're done. Time for bed.
Got him. All right, let's move. Let's go down the
There's
list.
gonna be one random stray Miami fan that's gonna be really
Yeah, he's
really
going to be
mad.
pissed off in the comments, and you know what? I do not care. Let's keep looking. Let's see. NC State at 16. So who's NC State's quarterback
offense
this
is
year?
Not great.
Who's their quarterback? Did they lose? Shirley Armstrong's not there. He was like a 10th year
No.
senior.
I don't even know their quarterback. I know they had that one guy who
They have Is it Concepcion, the receiver? He's a stud.
he's good.
He was
He's
a
a
freshman
stud.
last year.
Didn't they have
Yes.
a quarterback? Correct me if I'm wrong here, my COVID brain here, but didn't they have a quarterback that was he played a couple of games towards the end of the year as a freshman, and then he said he was injured and sat out just so he could enter the portal.
Yes.
I don't remember his name, but yes.
No, I don't remember, but that's all you need to know about their offense. That the guy that was going to start was like, I really don't want to start.
Memphis at 19. I'm not going to pretend to know who Memphis has on their roster.
That says there goes our one Miami subscriber, man. Rip.
RIP.
USC in no way, shape, or form should be number 25 in offense.
What's the
Virginia
quarterback's
Tech.
name?
The
Miller.
the kid that
Miller.
had like 400 yards on us.
Yeah, what's his last? Is it Moss or
Yeah, Miller Moss.
Miller Moss? Dude, that guy should be a Heisman hopeful after what we
his
made.
wide receiver is.
Yeah, USC should be higher in my opinion. Just 'cause
Yeah,
of the
I
Lincoln
agree.
Riley effect. Like,
Yes.
is he ever going to have an offense that's like a bad year for a Lincoln Riley offense? Will probably be like 18 or something. It'll be like, this is terrible. This is a catastrophe. Whereas, like, then I look at a school like Virginia Tech, and I'm thinking, what is the ammunition behind? Sometimes I think you're just throwing big name schools in there, like that have a history, and they're like, let's just throw Virginia Tech in there.
Like NC State, like their offense is like when we played NC State, it was like 17-10.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a low scoring game. Okay, and look, Virginia Tech is number 24. So
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Virginia Tech is in all of these. What did they do in the offseason?
Well, that's what I was saying. Virginia Tech is just who I was talking about. Like, how?
I don't get it. I do not get it. I will say the one W I do see in here is Kansas top 15 offense. I like that actually.
Jalen Daniels is good.
Jalen Daniels is a boss. He's good.
Ole Miss should be top 10.
I
Yeah.
agree there too.
Yeah.
Tennessee not being in top 25 is ridiculous.
Man, Tennessee really rubbed these guys the wrong way.
They must have. So here's the top 10 defenses. Ohio State at 1. I can get down with that. Georgia. Clemson is 5th.
They love Clemson. They love Clemson.
What'd you say, Connor? Do I need to zoom it in?
Yeah.
I still have offense on my screen.
I have defense on mine, but it needs zoomed in a little bit. I'm on a struggle
Zoom it in
mode.
just a little bit.
There we go. That looks nice. Although I can only see 21 through 25. There we go.
All right. So this is the top 10 defenses. Black Bear.
I like Utah at 10.
Virginia Tech is bringing back the most starters in the nation on both sides. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hear it out. It just that just kind of surprised me to see them in like literally all of these. But
Yeah, that's another thing. Like if there are fans from other fan bases by chance that know more about Virginia Tech or some of these schools, hey, we don't know about 100 something schools, but it does look weird at first glance to see some of these schools where they're at.
and
Clemson
see,
in particular, I don't understand the love fest for them, especially on offense, but whatever.
and Blackberry, I hear you out, but then Anthony comes the same starters who went 6-6. So it's like I just don't know. We'll see.
And got the ball over midfield like twice against us.
Right. That's
Well, I
kind of
don't
where
want
I'm
to
getting
judge
at.
them just on that one game. So, but I just didn't see a whole lot in any of their games. I saw like 3 of their games. I didn't see much, but
Any complaints in the top 10 defense? It's not too terrible to me.
Not really.
I think it's good. Like the defense, it is what it is.
Yeah. Clemson, probably a little high.
Notre Dame, maybe.
I think, yeah, maybe. I don't have a problem with it really. No, Clemson, I'd put down a little bit, but I don't have to agree with everything. It's just when something's astronomically bad, like those offensive ones earlier. But the defense, at least the top 10, looks pretty solid.
Like Oregon at 3 might be a little high on defense.
So here's my question: Iowa at 13, should they be top 10? Because I mean, look, Iowa's offense is probably bottom 10, but that defense,
yeah,
they're built different.
I'd put them in the top 10 unless
Cooper
they lost.
DeJean would
Unless
be
they lost a
99
whole
ball.
bunch of dudes. Unless they lost a
did
whole
lose
bunch
a
of
couple.
dudes and didn't add equal or better replacements in the portal, then maybe you could slide them down a little bit. So that may be what that is, but normally they're a top 10 defense.
Wait, Cowshow said we just got to commit. Who is he talking about?
I don't know.
I do not know. We'll look that up here in a little bit. Thanks, Couch House. We appreciate you, brother. I hope you enjoy whenever you go back and watch. Okay. Anyways, we got Louisville. How about that? 22nd best defense.
I actually look. I don't mind that our offense isn't in the top 25 because we got a lot to prove after what happened last year, and I still have questions on offense. I think our running backs aren't going to be as good, and I think our receiving core is not going to have anybody as good as Jamari Thrash, but hopefully the sum of all parts is better. I think the line's going to be better. Tyler Shuck's a question mark. I get that. But on defense, I'm glad to see we're in the top 25, but I think we have a top 15 defense. And
Hey, Cowchow said we got the 6'4" edge from Indianapolis.
Burris.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's a good one. That's a W.
We'll look that up here in a little bit, Couch House. We'll look that up. We'll spend a little time on it.
But yeah, what do you guys think? I think we're a little bit low, even at 22 for defense.
I would agree. I think we could probably be pushing 15.
I think it's lazy that 18 through 25 are all 84s.
Yeah. I would agree there. Florida top 25 defense. Maybe. Florida's going to be pretty damn bad.
That's based on name.
It has to be because Florida's going to be bad.
Their defensive coordinator is great.
But anyways, any complaints? Any other complaints on the defense? Because we're about to get into the top 25 teams.
No, I'll save it all for that.
Okay. Let's move on to the top, and I guess they just call it power rankings, but these are the top 25 teams in the game.
Colorado, number 20.
We got top 10, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon.
Oh, wait, I was looking at the wrong screen. I'm sorry.
Bama, Texas, Clemson, number 6. Again,
Colorado's not number 20.
Clemson, top 10. I just don't know, boys.
No, they should not be in the top 10. I could argue they shouldn't be in the top 25 until they prove it. Now, if you want to put them around 20 to 25, fine. But I could make an argument against it. But because other programs use the portal, and Clemson last year didn't set the world on fire. So
that's what I'm saying. Like how much better does Clemson get from what did they go 8-4 last year? Is that what you said?
Yeah, and they played Kentucky in their bowl game. And
so you're 8-4. That's maybe pushing top 25. You don't bring in any high impact transfers. you only replace it with a high school class.
They did have didn't they have a push towards the end of the year, if I remember right, where they won a stretch of games, including that UK game. I could be wrong there, but I feel like they started really slow out the gate and finally picked it up. So maybe that's their thinking, but number 5, man, I just don't see it, man.
I don't see Notre Dame at 7 either. Like Riley Leonard is not that great.
Yeah, Notre Dame again. That's a name brand. I would expect Notre Dame in there, even if they were going to be terrible, just because it's a name brand.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Utah top 10. We liking that. So did they get what's their quarterback's name? Cam Rising. Did they get him back?
I think Cam Rising's back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind. I think I'm really high on Utah.
I agree. I like Utah.
I like Cam Rising. I would have taken him here.
Cam Rising is a dog. I ain't gonna lie. He's a dog.
And all the shit that he's been through, yeah.
So to me, it just gets worse as you go down from, which we can't see it on screen, but like 11 through 25, it just starts to really fall off a cliff, I think.
Like,
so
Tennessee's not in the top 25. Like
that's a glaring omission to me. Colorado at 16.
That's the worst. That's the worst. Solely based on their head coach and their quarterback. That's it.
There's
and Travis Hunter.
There's just no way Colorado should be top 25 right now.
Who may or may not be healthy, by the way.
I don't think Miami should be 13 either.
I don't think Miami should be 13. I think you can make a case that Ole Miss should be higher.
Yeah.
A&M at 14. I don't know. Like
I think you could put Michigan in top 10.
A&M with a new coach, that could go either way. They could overachieve or they could have a bust of a season.
And I like Elko a lot. I really
like
do.
Elko too.
I do like Elko a lot, but
NC State at 21? Why? Why?
Okay, Virginia Tech again at 20.
Like that's not even good. Like
that's kind of where I'm getting at. Like I hear, we have Black Bear in here saying that they returned the most starters, but they were 6 and 6 last
all
year.
The starters you want from a 6 and 6 team, but like 6 and 6 ain't going to get you to 10 and 2.
So at first, I thought I figured out the trend where I was like, they really value returning starters over everything, and maybe we're getting hit because of the portal. But then I see Colorado in here at 16, and I'm like, well, that just blows that theory out of the water because they have the most portal transfers every year, even more than we have. So I don't know what the method to their madness is. I think they're just engagement farming, and
that's all
it's working.
That's
we're
all
talking
it is.
about it.
Because you cannot give me a legitimate explanation for why they are in the top 25.
Didn't Arizona lose their coach? Who went to Arizona? I don't remember.
Whole Pac-12 domino effect from last year was ridiculous.
Yeah. So their coach last year was it Jed Fish?
Fish. He went to
and
Washington.
he's at Washington now. So who went to Arizona?
I don't know.
Chat, do you know who went to Arizona? Who's the new Arizona coach?
I can Google it and find out.
That seems a little off. I do like Kansas in the top 25. I agree with that one actually. Oklahoma State, I don't know. I haven't followed them any.
Idea. I can deal with Iowa at 25 is fine.
I could deal with that. I think ultimately what we're trying to say, at least with the top 25 teams, I think Louisville has a legit argument and gripe for not being in the top 25.
They hired San Jose's coach. San Jose was god awful last year.
Yeah, I think we should be between 22 and 25. I don't think we should be ranked super high, but we should be in there. We should be in that 20, somewhere in the 20s.
Yes, that's where I was thinking. That's where I was thinking.
I mean, switches out with Arizona or even NC State. I don't know, whatever.
Colorado should not be anywhere in this. That's just the bottom line.
No.
They should not. So, well, anyways, that's the rankings. I think everybody on on Twitter for sure has been kind of up in arms over all of these rankings. So
Like,
I was looking
I'm
forward to
not a
talking about it.
Tennessee fan, but Tennessee got screwed.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, there's some beef there, and I don't know what it could be because like that's a huge fan base. Like you would think
Yeah.
from a
That's a
marketing
huge fan
perspective,
base to piss off. Like,
Yeah.
like it almost like I said earlier, it almost looks like they just forgot Tennessee existed, and then like later it's like, oh crap, well we can't walk it back now.
Right.
Patch number one,
I'm sure
Tennessee.
that's not what happened. I'm just saying it just seems crazy. It's that I'm saying that seems even more logical than looking at Tennessee and going, we're not putting them in a top 25 of anything.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, patch number one should be Tennessee going to an 89 overall offense. Like, I'm not even lying.
That's the kind of crap, as crazy as it sounds, that their coach will probably use a bulletin board material to fire them up. A freaking video game because it's that.
Honestly,
it's
that's
that
not
egregious.
that's not as crazy as it sounds. Like,
Well,
No, I
that-
don't think it is either.
It's egregious.
Yeah.
It's egregious enough to where you could rationalize why you would use a video game to
like
fire your team up.
you all averaged 30 points a game last year, and they think there's 25 better offenses than you.
I'd have Tennessee in my top, probably. I'd probably put them at 16 or 17, maybe something like that.
I might put them at like 10 because Nico looked pretty good in the Outback Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't ask me to say his last name because I can't say it.
So before we get into the sights and sounds deep dive, because we'll be talking about that one for a minute, I think. I'm going to throw this up on the screen that Couch House mentioned. Got a commitment, and it is Tyrone Burris, the Warren Central defensive lineman or the edge rusher.
6'4", 250.
He's now the highest ranked commit in the class.
That's not saying much.
Well, it's that ESPN does da-da-da.
Yeah.
Breaking commitment, Tyrone Burris.
Well, Couch House is our ESPN breaking news guy right now. So
Couch House is on it, man. From the
This is a
couch.
hey, listen, this is a good pickup, man. Warren Central puts out players up in that Indianapolis area. They put out a lot of players every once in a while, and Tyrone Burris is a good one. So this is a good addition.
Couch House, you need to start a pod channel called Live from the Couch where you just like drop scoop, man. And you gotta be sitting on a couch the whole time in your house.
First sub. We'll be your first sub, brother.
Like the 6'4" edge makes me feel like that he's going to be playing more of a hybrid linebacker.
Live from the couch. Couch House is dropping bombs, dropping Woj bombs, all Louisville related. Like nobody can get scooped before him.
Yep.
I'm here for it.
We'll be your first sub, Couch House. So
Speak it in existence.
Yeah, that's the latest with football recruiting. That's a pretty big commitment, man. They've been looking, and now all we need is CJ May.
Or on CJ May watch, baby.
You pair him with Burris, and you got two really nice pass rushing prospects.
So do you think
those guys? I think could probably play in a 2-point stance.
Do you think they take 3 edges out of high school? Since they're not going to take
I think Hazard's going to end up redshirting, or he's going to decommit. One of the two.
Well, Hazard, hold up. Zoom in on that. I want to see. Does it say Tyrone Burris is 100% committed or 1,000% committed?
Okay.
If it does, I'm nervous.
This is from Alan Trio. He's a 247.
So we need. I'll check. I'll do. You don't have to fit. I'll look, but I'm gonna be nervous if it says that. The other thing is that the Hazard kid did say he was 100% committed, which means he could decommit any day, based on the track record of kids that say that. So
this is a badass picture. I ain't gonna lie.
That is.
That's a pretty dope picture.
That was from his first day. That was great.
That was day one?
Yeah, that was like after his presser and all that kind of stuff.
That's pretty dope. Well, hey, look, Tyrone Burris, the newest football commit. That's a good pickup. That's a really good pickup.
Like I said, I think he could play in a 2-point stance, be a stand-up D end, be quicker off the ball than being in a 3-point stance. And I think if you compare those two of Burris and CJ May on either side, and obviously I don't think that they're going to make a major impact by year one, but give them a year and give them playing time. year one and then year two, and you can have those two guys come stand up the end off both edges. Oof.
So I don't know if he posted something on IG because they all broke his commitment, but he hasn't posted a thing on Twitter. So I can't say if he says 100%. I hope it's not anything. Pat said he's 99.9% committed. He's probably joking. But hey, I would take that because that leaves a little wiggle room and a little bit of, that gives me a chance. When you say you're 100%, 1,000%, 100 millionth percent, 1 trillion percent, it just gets worse. The more zeros you add, the less likely you are to stay. So
remember LeBron Hill was 100% committed for about
1,000. He was 1,000.
1,000% committed for about 2
It
weeks.
lasted for 23 days, but who's counting?
Well, sorry, I'm sending messages to people on Discord. So we've
Ty's
talked
over there
about all the
playing
rankings.
RuneScape on his other monitor. That's what's happening.
Maybe not. Won't confirm.
You guys pull up the stuff. I'm gonna go grab a prime real quick. I'm thirsty. I'll be back.
There you go. Okay. So Connor, I know you got to watch the deep dive into the sights and sounds. We're about to go watch that now. Next week we get the deep dive for Dynasty. That's going to be huge. Everybody's been waiting on that one.
80 pages.
So when they say 80 pages, what do they? I mean, what do they mean?
Do they mean like 80 slides? Do they mean like 80 single-spaced Word document pages? Like, what do they mean?
Well, is that? I mean, what is that from? Like what Kirk is reading? Like, I don't understand what that means.
I don't know. I just saw the 80 pages, and I'm like,
yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what is that? What does that mean?
Well, the entire video is like 6.5 minutes long.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big one.
Because the other deep dive videos are only like 2 or 3 minutes. This one's 6 minutes long.
Yep. Let's go ahead and pull this up. We'll kind of get started.
I think it's really cool, and I know some of you all are like, "Ew, that's stupid," whatever. But like, how much detail they put into the smaller schools.
Yeah.
Like, I get it that not everybody's going to want to play with a small school. I get it. But, like, it's cool for those schools like Kennesaw and Sam Houston that just came up from FCS.
Yeah.
Have their moment in a game like this and have everything that EA's put into this game.
I think it's really cool for a small school. And my Ball State Cardinals are getting a lot of love. The Cardinals
Ball State was in this?
The Cardinals that are getting the most love are not us. It's my Ball State alma mater. Chirp, chirp, baby. I saw chirp, chirps included in the video game. I saw they put iconic atmospheres next to Ball State fans cheering, which it's not very iconic. I'm not going to lie. I've been to plenty of Ball State football games and pretty inebriated for all of them. But, it was like a party atmosphere.
I don't know what you're talking about. People drink beer at football games, really?
No, but I'm saying, like, that was like the point. It wasn't good although we had an epic football team when I was there, but it just the atmosphere just wasn't great. So I laughed when I saw iconic atmosphere next to Ball State fans. But shout out to the CFB25 EA Sports for giving my alma mater some love. It does feel good for the little guy to get some love sometimes when you support.
Oh, for sure. And Connor, you mentioned Kennesaw. We talked about last week, or was it last week or 2 weeks ago? Our top 10 schools to rebuild.
Yeah.
Kennesaw was our number one choice. It's pretty cool. You'll get to see that. So let's go ahead and play this. Due to YouTube feds, we're gonna play with no sound. So just a heads up.
But
if you can read fast enough, you can see what Kirk's saying.
Yep. So we got closed captioning on there.
Yeah, I really like the scene where they have the Penn State guy in the delay of game. That was pretty awesome with the crowd.
Yeah, that's great.
They recreated that scene.
More Colorado love.
Oh man, they love
this. Look at that.
They love black and gold teams.
Who?
Purdue.
See, that's why I want to play with sound. Can we play it with sound, bro? I want to play it with sound. Because you get to hear Fowler's call of the Kennesaw touchdown.
It's if there's music, and I don't know. I don't remember if there is. I've watched the video, but I can't remember.
I think it's just Kirk talking.
Well, that's then go ahead and if that's all it is. I mean, you can take a chance. We're not monetized yet. I just don't want to rack up strikes right before we get to 1,000 subs, and then not be able to get monetized.
Let's go back. Let's play with some sound. Does it sound good?
Hey everyone, Kirk Herbstreit here, and welcome to the
I can hear
EA
it.
Sports College Football 25 Sights and Sounds Deep Dive. We designed College Football 25 with a philosophy that every team is somebody's favorite. So to create a truly authentic and immersive game day experience, we gave a little love to every single school in the game. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do.
Except us.
That's sick. That's pretty
Let's
dope.
take a closer look. It was a massive undertaking to research and recreate unique team traditions.
Louisville legend Caleb Banks right there too.
Don't remind me.
And in EA Sports College Football 25, you'll get to experience all kinds of iconic pageantry, from stadium environments to turnover celebrations to mascots.
A lot of Purdue love.
Love Purdue.
Like crowd theming, touchdown traditions, and rivalry content truly helps set the game day atmosphere.
That's cool.
Players on some teams touch a sign for good luck on their way to the field.
Yeah. So Trent says they designed it like Colorado was everyone's favorite. So when Kirk said we designed it like every team is someone's favorite, every team is Colorado.
Yes. Or Purdue.
Cheerleaders and
football is
marching
what I
bands
think
create
of when I think
human
of
tunnels
tradition.
and classic formations during team intros, and pyrotechnics light up stadiums. We've got mascots on push-up boards,
That's
riding
cool.
That's
motorcycles,
badass too.
planting flags, and animals charging down the
Look
field.
at the pup.
Ultimately,
I like the
we know
buffalo.
that each team
I will
comes
say
in a
that.
different shape and size, and
And
in
there's Purdue
EA
again.
Sports
Or
College
Purdue.
Football 25, you can experience them all.
Those fountains are badass.
That was
we all
cool.
know
That was
what
pretty
truly
dope.
makes
They were
college
the Ball
football
State
so
part.
electrifying. The fans.
The Ball State part, I didn't get to see it.
Small. Aside from the action
There,
on the field,
there it is.
we
That's
all
Ball
know
State
what
right
truly
there.
makes college
Iconic
football
atmosphere,
so
baby.
electrifying. The fans.
Top 25 toughest
In
places
order
to
to
play.
recreate the intensity and authenticity of a college football crowd, we partnered with ESPN to capture crowd reaction audio from some of their biggest broadcast games.
Okay, now that is sick.
There's
If
where
I
we're
go
gonna,
play,
there's where we're gonna get a copyright strike right there.
Yeah, probably. That might be worth it though. That's badass.
It is. That's
if
what
I
I meant.
go-
That was my favorite part of the whole video. That scene.
If I go to Penn State and I hear Mo Bamba, I might go nuts. Like I'm
That
not even
is-
kidding.
For some
That is
matchups,
awesome.
you'll be
That-
greeted
that
by a
might be the
colorful
first game
crowd
that I
theme
play.
painting the seats. Whether it's a whiteout,
Checkered
a
Neyland is
blackout, or a
badass,
strike
too.
the stadium theme.
The
It's all
BYU
in
one
the
looks
game.
really nice too.
Unique fan sections will be leading cheers with painted chests, team-specific hand signs, dynamic wardrobes that
That's
change
cool
based
for the
on the
service
conditions,
academies.
and custom chants.
That's a wrap. Kirk and I did some joint recordings. It is an incredibly detailed process.
He wasn't kidding. We spent hundreds of hours laying down commentary for every game scenario you can imagine.
It's a pick two to win the game in overtime.
The broadcast team also includes
That's
Justin
funny.
This is
Palmer,
where we are.
David
Here we
Palmer,
are, right
and
there.
Vince Davis.
Boom.
Let's go. We're in there,
Make it
boys.
Game day every day this
We're
season.
in the game.
Pre-order
Our
the MVP
sideline.
bundle today.
Wow. Hey, look, that's
It's pretty cool. I wish we were in there just even for a second or two, or
Yeah.
they showed something with us. But it's cool.
Pat says. I bet our tradition is that they have a ton of people on the party deck.
I was gonna get into that. Like, let's see how realistic we can make this game for us. Like, I actually sent a tweet a while back, got a lot of traction, but I had some ideas in it.
Everybody's late. The lower
Yeah, you got
bowl.
fans filing in. Like, I need to see a shot of the stands at the end of the first quarter where people are filing in. I need to see, or I want to hear F the party deck. Like somebody just randomly yell it when I'm like on offense and it's supposed to be real quiet. It's when F the party deck because people always hate on the party deck. I don't know. People in the chat can come up with a lot of them, I'm sure.
Pat said, did Josh lock the doors when they came to research our stadium and tradition? I don't know. That might be why we're not in.
He sent him across the street to the fairgrounds instead.
Suntan City shirt toss.
Dude, what about the card march? You think their card march is going to be in there?
That I really do want to see in there.
I wonder if the pregame run will be in there too. You know, the 7 a.m. run.
Trent says, if Jack Harlow ain't flipping kids off mid-game, I ain't buying it.
I don't blame you, man.
Dude, imagine if Jack Harlow was in the game, like in the Louisville stands.
He should be.
That would be sick.
Him and Donovan
He
Mitchell.
came to the Notre Dame game. He was at the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
Him and Donovan Mitchell both.
He comes in for some of the big games.
Put him in there. But yeah, Suntan City shirt toss. I'd love to see that.
The peanut toss.
Touchdown squirrel. Put that in there.
Lady Birds at the end of the third quarter. Or not third quarter.
Just imagine though, like you're
time.
playing a game and like it goes to break or you call a timeout and then like you see a squirrel and the crowd starts cheering. That's how I know they get us.
Okay, sorry.
Parachuting Louis would be cool, but we only did it once.
Mike says the Cardinal bird parachuting in. I'm pretty sure that was in 14, right?
It was in 14, but then we stopped doing it.
Yep.
Oh, because we're lame. That was cool. That was that's the thing. Like we start traditions and then we're like, we're just done. Same thing with like when we had Metallica, Enter Sandman, and then followed by O Fortuna, or which actually O Fortuna started first. We changed the daggone. We change everything all the time.
Pat says, I hope they have the one Ladybird dude. What?
What?
Was there a dude on the Ladybirds last year?
I think I know he's talking about.
Oh, anyway. Is he talking about the one that got the technical? That one?
That was an actual cheerleader against Pittsburgh.
I thought they were part of the Ladybirds,
which is initials, but we won't go there.
Okay.
Anyway, inside jokes kind of fall flat, so I don't know if that's what he meant or not. But yeah, there's a lot of things they could do if they got really specific. Cards first down. Somebody on Twitter told me we need to retire cards first down. It's overused and sucks. And I was like, I am not reading this right now. No, if I'm playing this game and I hear cards first down, that's awesome. That is one of the very few. That's the thing. Fans find a way. I don't know if all fan bases do this. I don't feel like they do. I feel like our fan base in particular hates tradition. Like as soon as we start to do something for a while, people are like, let's just get rid of it.
Like they don't like the Ollie video.
We don't want cards first down, which it was just one guy. But I'm just saying, I was like, are you kidding me right now? Are you serious? That's like one of the very few things that are unique to us.
I think the one thing that everybody can agree, Joker and the Thief.
Yes.
I don't know. We obviously have no idea if it's going to be in there. If I had to guess, probably not. But that would be the number one thing that I think all Louisville fans would want.
If it's hard for them to get a license as it was us, then
here's an idea for EA if they're watching. Make a DLC pack of licensed music that you can put into your dynasty or like your favorite team. Way to make extra money.
Connor, don't give EA any ideas.
We know how much they love microtransactions, but I would pay to have Joker and the Thief come on.
EA loves taking money out of your wallet for stupid shit like that. So
train horn after touchdown, Mike says. Good point. That would be great. We'd love to see it.
Was that in 14 or not? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I'm sure somebody will come in and say we need to get rid of train horn next.
Well, let's just not do anything. Every time we do a cool play, everyone just sit there in silence.
Yeah. Well, but then we'll have to quit doing that eventually.
Yeah.
Once it becomes a tradition, people don't like it anymore. I don't understand. I'll never understand it.
Do you remember what game it was? We missed a field goal and they set off fireworks.
No, I don't. But
I was there and we missed it, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on? Why are we setting off fireworks?"
That could be our tradition that we just don't have tradition. Be like that
might be. That might be. I wonder. We should really. Well, we did ask Matt like if he knew of any Louisville assets in game, but he didn't know.
Which
But
I
I
didn't
wonder
think
if,
he would.
like,
Tim
Connor, do you
Sullivan-
know how that works with like how you file the? Is it the FOIA or what is it?
Yeah, the FOIA request, they have like 3 months to respond, so it really doesn't matter. But like, hey, Tim Sullivan, if you're listening, do some investigative journalisming and FOIA request all that.
Sully, we need you. We need you. The bat signal is out.
We need
Sully
a-
would do that too. That's the funny part.
We need a
He
Kenny
would
Payne.
do it just to piss off the athletic
Yeah, he
department.
would.
We need a Kenny Payne, Jeff. We need you.
Yeah. Insert Kenny Payne, Jeff. Huh? Okay. I know what you're saying. Okay, that's a joke from last
We're not
week.
talking about that one. Any other traditions? Leaving the game with 12 minutes left in a tie
Beat
game
the
in the fourth
traffic.
quarter. Yeah, 12 minutes left in fourth quarter, tie game. All of a sudden, you see like a pan of the crowd, and everybody's just flocking to the exits. We got to have that in there.
Like it's a sellout crowd, and then by like 8 minutes left, they're like, it's half gone.
We need a shot of people on their phones texting during the game because they are texting our group chat what's going on while we're watching on TV and they're 30 seconds ahead. And I've already asked them twice to quit doing it, and they just keep doing it and doing it. We need that in the game.
That's one of my favorite traditions for sure.
Me and
somebody like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened.
like
How
last
did I not
year,
catch that? I'm like 2 plays behind. I'm like, come on, man.
So like last year in my section, Biscuit was like 5 rows in front of me, and he would just turn around and look, and we would just look at each other, and then something happened. Let's go!
I want a shot of Ross from the Third Banner Pod. Ross chugging a beer in the crowd.
There we
I
go.
want that in the game. If it doesn't have that in the game, I'm not buying it. All right,
I'm still buying it whether he's in there or not. But
all right, pre-ordered it.
We need a party keg Ross from Halloween this year.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Hey, look, man, we're so close to the game coming out. I just every time I turn on my Xbox, I see the little tile for the game, and I just want to click it every single time and hope to God that it somehow makes a mistake and lets me in early. It doesn't do it, and I just get disappointed every time.
That's like when you open a fridge looking for food, you don't have any. You close the fridge, you open it back up, thinking there's food. I get
and there's still no food, but
still no food.
And like I know Pat plays the show a lot. Like I play the show religiously, and like the past 2 or 3 weeks, I have no desire to play it because I only want to play college football when it comes out.
Does it seem like the closer this game gets, the further away it feels?
Yes.
That's how I feel. And I think a lot of it's because there's no sports. There's nothing. There's a void.
There's no sports. There's no sports. I'm a gamer, man. All the games I'm playing right now just don't sound fun.
Ty's mad at me that I wouldn't play Valorant with him the other day because I don't even have my.
I try to get Connor and the boys to play Valorant with me. No one wants to do it. It's just like I don't know. It's a rough.
I saw that.
I'm down bad right now with video games, and I'm just waiting on this to come out. So, yeah. We talked about the sights and sounds. We talked about the rankings. We're probably going to wrap up here. But again, next week is a huge CFB25 episode. Like I said, next week we have the PS5 online Dynasty draft scheduled. Okay, so we'll roll that out next week. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for it too. And then we'll have the Dynasty deep dive. The Dynasty deep dive. We're going to spend a lot of time on that next week.
I cannot wait for the Dynasty deep dive.
Yes, that's going to be the one that everybody is looking forward to. So we'll break that down. We'll watch it.
What I'm going to do is first, like I talked about it this week with one of my friends at work. Like, what are you going to do when you first open the game? And it's probably like check out the menu. Obviously, like we'll see how it's laid out because it was always different every year.
Look, Connor, stop lying. The first thing you do is you go straight to the music. You turn it all off.
I don't know. Maybe they have a good soundtrack this year.
I don't care about the music. I'm going to play now, and I'm playing UK.
Just don't.
And I'm not turning the ball over.
Yeah,
I'm not turning the ball over twice, and I'm not giving up a kickoff return. telling you.
I don't know. You might, because when was the last time you played Madden?
I was about to say you might do it unintentionally.
Well, this is yeah, it's basically the same as Madden. Yeah, I'm gonna suck. I already know that. But the good news is we have till August before our league starts, which I didn't think. I thought they were just gonna go like right into it, hot, like January 16th. People are July 16th. Sorry, we're just gonna go right into it and play. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be bummed.
No,
I'll
you
still
have
be
to wait
bummed,
for
but
the
I'll be
first, like,
slightly less.
You'll be
you gotta wait for the first patch or two to come through,
Yeah.
because Online Dynasty is going to be a shit show the first week or two.
You'll be toasted buns.
Yeah, I'll be toasted bun.
Yeah. Hey, look,
I got a whole week to play.
the dad jokes over here, they're coming in.
No,
It's coming close, real close.
It is. Yep. Congratulations.
Yeah, you got your baby shower tomorrow.
You're
baby
like what, 2
tomorrow.
weeks out, maybe less.
2, 3. Yeah, we got another growth scan here soon, so we'll see how big he's tracking. What are you laughing at?
Trent being Trent.
Okay, Trent, we're wrapping up.
Trent's been trying to get us canceled since we got on here, like at the beginning.
We got to wrap up before Trent gets us,
shadow banned.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in tonight.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. These Friday shows are a lot of fun for us because we get to kind of do stuff differently. We don't just sit there and talk, like round the table talk stuff. It's a lot of fun doing these college football stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subs, and we are this close. We're this close. So
that's gonna be a clip with on mute.
Yeah, please don't clip that. Please don't clip that. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Go Cards. Go Krogering.
Go Cards.